Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to 20 Side Adventures. Today we're talking about the Paizos livestream announcement and the War of the Immortals. So I have my notepad here. I kind of just wanted to get this to you guys as soon as possible after watching the stream. So if you didn't want to watch the whole hour of it, you could get the highlights and know all the new information. So War of the Immortals is a new book coming out. It is all around the death of one of Galarian's primary deities and all of this cosmic power and this battle between different immortal forces that are going to take place around that. So we're getting two new classes that they hinted at Gen Con, and we'll get into what those are. And then also we're going to be getting a wide variety of archetypes to go along with this. So all of these archetypes are going to be themed to being a part of this clash of immortals and deities. One thing with all of these archetypes and classes is they're introducing something new, a capstone of immortality. So all of these classes are going to have a feat tree path to gain some level of immortality. Kind of cool. Will alleviate some of the constant debates and forum wars and whatnot circulating the tabletop communities about, oh no, characters dying. Well, if you're a player that's really concerned about that, take one of these classes, become immortal. Super good solution for that, I think. I don't know if that's really what's intended, but just kind of struck me as amusing. All right, so the two classes that I'm sure you're extremely interested to know about, we have the Animist and the Exemplar. Yeah, I got that right, Animus. For some reason, I was thinking it was called something else. These are both divine-inspired classes. The Animist is going to be a caster, and the Exemplar is going to be a melee fighter. So we're going to get into the Animist first, because it kind of has, I felt, the most moving parts and kind of interesting things. So basically, you are a normal divine caster with prepared spells, but you are also going to have access to lists of spontaneous spells. And these are all going to be based around the different spirits that you just happen to talk to in the world. You know, you see dead people, or however you want to theme it. That was one thing that I thought was really cool about this. Your spirits are all based around, story-wise, maybe your ancestors, maybe some strange being that has taken an interest in you. Nature spirits, if you want to be a little more in touch with the elements. All of these different spirits will coalesce around you, and at the beginning of each day, you're going to select up to 4. I think you start with being able to get 2, and as you level up, you can have more. And these spirits will accompany you for the day, and each are going to have access to different spell lists, different focus spells. Focus spell, I think it's only one. I only ever heard him mention one. A unique avatar ability, so as you level up, you're going to be able to avatar up like a cleric, and the spirit that is following you around will possess your body, and you will become the embodiment of whatever they represent. And you can shift and switch out of these spirits that you've chosen to come with you as the day progresses, so you're going to be a very much jack of all trades. What job do we need accomplished now? Switch them in and out. Some examples that they gave of these, if I can find which side of the sheet it's on. Here we go. The Imposter in Hidden Places, so this is going to be your sneaky spirit. Steward of Stone and Fire, so this is going to be a little more magically aggressive spirit. Witness to Ancient Battles, so this will let you become more melee focused as this divine caster. And then the Custodian of Groves and I think Gardens. Gosh, I can't even read my own writing, but that's the one you see in the image here. That is accompanying their new primary character. This will be a Wisdom key focus class, 8 hit points. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh, 2 subclasses on this. So you're going to have the Channeler. This is an Animist who's really good at shifting between the different spirits and utilizing all of the ones that are following them. And then you're going to have the Sage. The Sage is going to be much more focused on utilizing one primary spirit that seems to accompany them, and maybe they've grown a little bit of a bond with. Both examples that were given in the live stream, I think, are amazing ways to weave a story and incorporate your class. One of them was talking about how it's the main character's grandmother, who is the embodiment of the garden and grove spirit that follows her around and helps her out. The other one was one of the devs' playtest characters, where they were in a prison and their only companion was their cellmate. And when they finally broke out of prison, he comes to realize no one else can see his cellmate. And his cellmate helps him do whatever he needs to accomplish in the world. So I thought that was just a great way to build a backstory around your character that incorporates your class abilities. So Let's see, the Animus Immortal capstone they mentioned. So basically, if you perish, your spirits will coalesce around your body, bringing it to your home village, as well as protecting your spirit from moving on into the afterlife, and it will reconstitute your body. There's also an option where you can just become truly reborn. This could possibly put you in a new body. So they did have some reincarnation rules that they kind of touched on how you become a different ancestry if that is to happen. All right, so next up was the Exemplar. Now this is the embodiment of your heroic characters. So Hercules, Maui, Sigurd, any Perseus, any of these heroic characters from ancient myth that you can think of is what this class is really around. You're there, you're going to be in their face, and everyone's going to know you're there doing it. It's very much being front and center, and kind of attention grabbing is what I got from it. So the Exemplar is going to have 3 icons: their weapon, an item that they carry that's important, and their body. This kind of struck me as the thaumaturge and the different things that they take. So you'll have all these different choices, and you'll pick, you'll have 5 different types of weapons. So if you want to be a sword wielder or a spear or a bow, you pick whichever icon is associated with that. Then something for your body, and then an item that you carry. And each of those things will give you different boosts. And those boosts come when you infuse them with your divine spark. So when you take that little bit of divinity that's making you a hero, you put it into your weapon so you can do the special abilities of your weapon. But now you may be being attacked. And the example they gave was the body icon gave them some resistances, so you shift back to be a little bit more defensive in this moment with your divine spark. They also had epithets, so these are very iconic abilities that open up to them that they really encourage that you coordinate with your GM so you can do something that kind of like makes you worthy. I just kept immediately thinking back to the Faun in Hercules, training up a hero, kind of the ideas I got with that. And then these capstone abilities, they're not really capstone, but these grandeur abilities that you slowly unlock with your class are very thematic and speak to the type of hero you're building. The one that they gave the example of is whose voice or whose cry is thunder. So they gave the suggestion if you're being very loud in battle, always giving a battle cry, suddenly that the heavens hear you and lightning strikes and you now get thunder and lightning damage with your melee attacks is what that feat gives you. The immortality for the Exemplar was kind of a cool idea. So if you perish in battle, you burn all of your focus points and you reconstitute, get all your health back. And they didn't really say all, but you heal up to some extent. All of your armaments come back to you, and where you were struck down, you are now there standing ready to finish off the bad guy that thought they had killed you. So yeah, that is what they gave us on the live release today. You will get access to the playtest material tomorrow on their website. I think it's going to go all the way to level 20. They were definitely talking about some of the higher end feats, so I'm really excited to kind of dig in and look at that. I might make another video drop on specific things that I find really cool. All in all, I always appreciate Paizo designing a game that takes roleplay into account. Like, you can roleplay anything, but I find it so much more enjoyable when you have a system of rules and a world where it all interacts together. So you come up with this great story for your spirit, then you find the theme that fits it, and that explains why you're getting your powers. Just great game design, why I'm a big fan of Pathfinder 2e. And with that, I look forward to hearing what you guys think about the playtest. Please drop any comments here as you go through it, and let us know what you think of the Animus and the Exemplar. We'll see you next time on 20 Side Adventures.